that son of Judge Butler was really a hero. Mikey Butler was known throughout the Orthodox world and beyond for his incredible faith in God, his love of Judaism, fulfilling the mitzvos, and he showed courage down to the very last moment of his life. And how Judge Butler coped together with his wife and the other siblings of Mikey with his passing was an extraordinary lesson in courage and in faith. And he's continued to be an inspiration. He travels literally all over the country, all over the globe, talking about faith in God in the face of adversity. In the different stages of life, we are all challenged by all kinds of crises, by all kinds of tests of faith. And this is a man who has lived through it and really is an exemplary model for us of what faith means. And so I think it's worth taking out time on a Sunday morning to hear this message. It was a really powerful message of how to live life and to remain upbeat and optimistic even in the face of death and terrible challenges to life. Today's lecture is a very different kind of a lecture. It's a lecture that I want to acknowledge that Professor Schiffman, who is always here for us, or we always call our resident scholar because he is a native of Great Neck, and for a long time he's been a member of our shul, is here not only to do the things that he has already prepared and would be easy for him to get up and lecture, but things that he hasn't really necessarily taught and delved into. It was my idea to talk about this topic because of the events that were going on in Israel over the last few months, the events that indicated tremendous amounts of schism within Israeli society and even within religious Israeli society, the difference between two different groups, the more modern Orthodox Jews in Israel, more nationalist religious Jews versus those who are seen as being more Haredi off to the right. But it's not a new problem, it's an old problem. And I thought it would be important for us to gain some historical perspective in terms of what extremism and fanaticism have been throughout history to help us to deal with this, because beyond all the horrendous struggles and threats we have, the very existence of Israel comes from without. Perhaps we are equally, in danger of causing severe damage to ourselves if we can't figure out how to get it together from within. And so that's what we need to learn, and to learn from history is a major way of helping us to achieve that kind of understanding. Okay. There's a great deal of admiration and gratitude that I have the pleasure of introducing to you Professor Lawrence Schiffman to talk on the topic of piety and fanaticism. Is this the Jewish way?